Well, Corvette guys, I'm coming for you.
Good morning and welcome back. In this week's video, you're going to see some progress on a car that you folks have not yet seen. Big J's side hustle has been this. Joe's going to get you guys caught up to speed real quick about this car, but what we are going to do, meaning John and I'm going to get a quick tutorial about what this video is going to involve. He's been doing a lot of work on it. Let's catch up with him. Big J! Big J, Papa! Big J in the house. It's cold.
It's cold.
It's cold, Papa. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
So I was just telling everybody that this week's video was going to be about some work you've been doing here. All right, brother, man. What the heck have you been doing on this car? What is this car, first of all? Let's do that.
1972 L48 Corvette, given to me by a friend of mine who bought it, thought it was manageable, quickly found out it was way over his head. We actually went to pick it up. I was going to buy it a while back, last year, I think.
Yeah. We may have some pictures of that.
I think we might.
Of that journey of going down with the car trailer empty and coming home with the car trailer
Empty.
Yeah.
But after a while of this sitting in the driveway, my good buddy Noel decided that he'd rather have me have it and get it out of his driveway. I could fix it up. Nice little gift. With every gift, there's some work. So there's a lot of, the paint's terrible. I believe it's in gel coat, but we'll get into that in the actual videos, but there's also a lot of cracking.
Now, we're not totally inexperienced with Corvettes. Joe and my dad, years ago had a 73 C3, rubber front bumper. First year of that, still had the chrome in the back. So 72 would be the last of what they often refer to as the bumper cars. So our dad's Vet was a 73 L82 4-speed without any options. It was literally like last of the hot rods. This car is cool because it is a bumper car. It's got chrome front, chrome back bumpers, and it is a 4-speed. And in our humble opinion, that is the only way to go Corvetting, is shifting.
Like the El Camino should be hooked up to a trailer towing this.
Corvette rallies always look nice. Here comes the Vet.
Yeah, we got it signed up for that.
Where are you? It's kind of what we do, right?
Like you said, you get the worst.
So we're saying this car was originally Ontario orange. It's been blackened at some point in its life. We have the nice original version of the radial TA. Well, not original, but when I was in high school, those will smoke up real good, I'm sure, right? All right, here it is. This is what we're gonna be working on here this morning. 72 Corvette LT1 hood, guys. LT1 hood. It's not an LT1. It does have air conditioning, man. It'd be like really rare if it was an LT1. I think it was like 106 of them made LT1s with air. Got the Mustang over here, so we're gonna play a little bit with this old girl. See what we can't breathe into it. It's gonna talk to us as they always do.
Hello, YouTube. Good morning, Mr. B.
Good. This is the whole will it run game? I don't like
No, we're not doing that. But I'll go to Napa. I'll get a.
Well, Napa didn't have a battery.
They didn't, because I thought I looked it up and they did. I could go to Parts America, but I usually get mad there. Or Advanced.
There is another key here. You're right.
Dude, it's like.
There's keys everywhere.
I mean, there's 20 grand in keys. It should have taken a charge.
Something.
Well, if you leave the key on literally for 18 months. Yeah, they frown on that. I saw the water temperature gauge move when we turned the key. Or when I was in there and turned the key. Yeah, slide on. Get good with it.
Yeah, but I don't even have any like.
Yeah, I know. There should be.
Okay.
Is there a switch that shuts the?
Well, I'm wondering if there's a,
Like an anti-theft switch.
yeah, that this, exactly. Like they have a battery kill switch in this car.
Sometimes to really throw the criminals off, they put it on the passenger side.
Yeah. Look at this. This is the toolbox my dad gave me. Damn. And he put caulk in it. But now it's our auto refinery will it run box.
Yes, it is.
Well, here's a problem, John. The end of your negative battery cable. Oh, I see. There's the MacGyver tape is on there
Oh, clamp it in there.
for this exercise.
Because it'll stay forever, but I like it. Do I have?
Because it'll stay right. It'll be like the rigging that just
No, we're just gonna temporary. As soon as we get it in the shop, we're gonna fix that, man. Yep, that's why. It needs more padding.
Yeah. Just wear a helmet all the time. It's got fuel in the filter. It's got spark from the coil. It's got oil pressure. It's got 12 volts from the battery. Oh my gosh.
It's like fuel injected.
Never mind. We said it was going to be the most non-climactic will it run video on YouTube. We promise you guys, we've never heard this car run before. Like, for real, we've never heard it run, and it's what I tell you. Okay, so to answer the question, will it run? You're damn right it'll run.
Damn right. Will it do burnouts? To be continued.
Right, TBD. In the will it run box, bro. There it is. It literally did. It fired up. It fired up like you drove it 10 minutes ago. Look at John tuning the motor up. Tune it up. That sounds a little better. It'll run better when we actually get fuel in it that likes to atomize. Right now you're just making it run on like syrup. Cool. Let's see if it motivates. Look at you and your Corvette. Does it move? It's moving under total power. Oh my gosh, look how happy you are. I wanted to show you the progress we got going on the Corvette here. He may not want to show it, but I'm showing it. The Corvette has not been forgotten. The Corvette has some cracks in the fiberglass, and John is going to educate himself on how to properly repair fiberglass. I don't like fiberglass. John seems to think it's right up his alley. So, with that, he's embarked on this repair on the right front of the 72 Vet.
It has cracks in the, I don't know if it's gel coat. It's a 72. I believe 72 is when they started using gel coat. That's what most of the paint looks like. So our task is to learn how to do some fiberglass work and then actually do the fiberglass work. So we have to go all the way down to bare fiberglass and start over. Fiberglass cars, we have to sand them very carefully to keep all these lines nice and sharp. Otherwise, you will sand through the fiberglass and it will be wavy gravy. The real problem that we have with this car is on the passenger side front fender. Now I'm not sure. We're gonna bring it into the wood shop in a bit, let the glass warm up, and we're gonna fix at least this crack. And there's a bunch of, there's cracks all throughout here as well. That's the tough one. This is hugely cracked. I don't know how far this Bondo goes. I've ground out quite a bit. We got to keep going. And then this is actually cracked all the way to here. So I think we'll form something when we get to there. But for the first step, we're going to concentrate on this. Well, I'm under the vet because it's not starting. So I'm going to pull the starter and bench test that. So another fun day of body work, but I did notice something peculiar. It appears somebody has, excuse the camera, I'm in a wheel well, cut that section that's completely cracked out all the way out. It looks like they put like 1, maybe 2 layers of mat as like a Band-Aid. And then they just filled it with Bondo, the whole top side, so no wonder it cracked again. We're in the wood shop. And here is the crack. You can see right through it. Okay, that's pretty big. Again, just filled with Bondo. That like yellowish, that's the fiberglass attempt. So what we are gonna do, we're gonna get our little grinder out and we're gonna thicken that up. Well, I have ground down the top. Super rough and gross. And I'm thinking we've got the joint that's really cracked, nice and clean. About 6 inches in either way. I'm gonna go down a little bit further, cleaning up the repair, we'll call it. This is a bonding strip right here. That we're gonna keep all the way down. We're just gonna clean up all the, you can see it stops right up here. So this, we're just gonna glass all this. Unfortunately, we will lose the bonding strip. You will not be able to see it anymore. And for those who don't know, a bonding strip, Corvettes are glued together. It's a funky little car, very strange. But if you notice this line all the way down, it's because here down is one form, and then this top piece is another one. Comes down, laps. This is glue or something. I'm sure somebody will correct me and it's not glue. Okay, it's something that makes them stick together and it's not a weld. So I'm a carpenter, I call it glue. So this bonding strip runs all the way down. Well, now we have to stabilize this crack from when we are gonna glass underneath. We wanna make sure that these two planes, granted they're gouged out, but we wanna make sure that this fiberglass gets fixed in the same shape that it is supposed to be. So fiberglass does not stick to metal, allegedly. So I have these aluminum bars. I use them for file hangers. But they're at Lowe's or Home Depot. And the aluminum allows me to shape it to the contour of the fender. I'm going to now mark them Put these back where they go. I'm gonna clean mostly underneath, but I'm gonna clean everything with acetone. I decided to cut out the fiberglass. So the gap's gotten huge, but we're going through all this and I just wanted to have focus. I wanted the fiberglass on the edge that we're gonna be bonding the new stuff to be nice and solid. And I know I'm gonna grind it tomorrow when I do the top, but I just think this is a better way. Time to fiberglass. This is some of the stuff that you need. You don't technically need a scale, but it's a mix by weight with the resin. And then this MEKP is the catalyst that starts the chemical reaction of hardening this glass. You basically pour in your fiberglass resin and then 1 to 2% by weight. So you need a scale that will have the 2 decibels, 2 spots past the decibel. So we're gonna mix it up and I'll put it on and then I will show you what it looks like at the end. Fiberglass laid down. That's 2 layers of glass. The first layer is about like that big. Put that directly on the crack, and then I went over it with a wider one. I used this little tool. It gets out some air pockets and makes it lay down, but it's mostly just kind of like taking your brush and dabbing it. You get little air pockets until it becomes translucent. Once it cures, we'll see how the joint feels. And then we're just gonna reinforce this whole area. But I gotta clean out all that. And we'll just keep going until we get down to this crack. Now this crack is a little bit of a different story, because I cannot get underneath in there because of that metal structure. There's a support that goes the entire length of the car, so and it's about right. I can get this all reinforced from underneath, but this section here is gonna, I think it's just going to be a topside repair. We'll do the same thing. We'll make up bars to keep it nice and sturdy while we put the fiberglass mat on, and that'll just have to do. So the layer of fiberglass that we applied underneath the wheel well up in here, it's dark. Maybe we can see, oh, there's the line. That came out very nice. Nice and smooth, nice and clear, no air bubbles. It does leave us on top, which I knew it would, a pretty vertical edge of the original fiberglass right here. So what we will do to increase the strength of the fix is we'll just kind of, I was gonna just bevel it, but we're gonna actually taper it a few inches and make like a little bowl. And inside of that, we will take our fiberglass mat and resin and just kind of, well, we'll add one wide one to bridge the whole thing. And then I think we'll just build up the middle. And I also have a whole bunch of stuff here, but they sell it, you can make it out of the sheets of mat, but 1/4-inch chopped fiberglass. So with whatever epoxy we have left over, we can just kind of add those little 1/4-inch, that's all they are, it's 1/4-inch fibers of the mat. And you can make yourself like a little putty. So we'll fill in as much as we can with, sheets to bridge this whole area and make the repair. Instead of, 3/8 of an inch, the repair will be 4 to 6 inches. We're gonna grind this, and then we are going to clean it, blow it off, clean it, blow it off. This, we're gonna get down to perfectly clean and new fiberglass. Hopefully not going through the side, but we'll see. And then all we'll really have at that point is the hard one. All right, so there, I ground it down. It's actually pretty cool. The joint kind of goes away between the old fiberglass and the new. There used to be a 3/8 well-defined, repair right here, but now it's all tapered. A little bit came through there, so that'll be fine. I'll put a little tape on the back. We'll fix it from the top. But this, I thought was just a little chip repair. Come on, focus. A little gouge here. Well, no, I don't even really know what is going on. I do know this is a bonding strip right here. So that's supposed to be there. But actually, what this right here is there's a piece of, that divides the wheel well from the headlight. So I'm gonna actually look into, I don't know how far we're gonna go, but maybe, see there's that hole. All right, so I can get a pretty good view of it there. I think I have to, for today, just put a little pin in that repair. All right, let's get the glass in. So that's what the finished repair looks like. Now this is a tool, you always want to get all the air bubbles out of your fiberglass. Air bubble equals pocket. Dab the brush up and down, you don't brush it really. You can move the mat a little bit with the brush, but other than that, while you're setting it, you're dabbing it from the center out, and you want to get rid of all this extra resin. So what this little sander does, I've gotten, yeah, see that? See the white? All right, so we're getting rid of excess resin. So I think the next step, we'll let this set up till tomorrow morning. I'll long block this whole thing because I'm sure I'm still down. And then I will put the 1/4 inch fiberglass mat, the cut up stuff. I would have used the epoxy. I had a heavy pour. I don't need that much, but I would have just added it to that and put it in, but I've already got 3 or 4 layers on, and you can't put too thick a layer of fiberglass on. You have to do it in layers. Well, this is certainly progressing fast. That is still not all of it. I'd like to come in through here a little bit, still make this bigger. I've got a bond, this actually is the bonding strip. This line goes up to here. So I'm gonna make a bonding strip, I think, because I cannot, right, this little piece here, that's the front of the inner fender well. So I can't just fiberglass a section backing And then glass on top like we did up here. Which came out nice, no more crack. So that's good. So what I did, again, I took an aluminum bar and I just kind of made it fit that. And as luck would have it, so now this is the same. That's how much I ground out. So I had to actually, I came over here, put it in approximately the same spot. As you can see, nice and tight fit. And then if we slide it down, it's still beautiful. So this is the curve. And as luck would have it, I'm currently doing a cabinet job where I'm making a desk vanity in a dressing room thing with a curved, paneled ceiling. So I built this jig and pressed up this 1/8 inch MDF, 4 layers to make the panel. And would you look at that? Sometimes you get lucky. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this jig. I'm gonna put duct tape, actual metal duct tape, because the resin will not stick to the metal. So I'll tape off a big section of this, cut up some strips, not tear, but cut, so I have really nice defined edges. And I think I'll make a backing strip that I can glue. Then I will glue that from inside, from about here, all the way down. And I will put in with adhesive. I'll glue that in right up tight to the existing bonding strip. Hold on, ready?
Yeah, you just like throw it in the air and walk under it is the kind of look.